Hello, guys. Hope you people are doing well. Today, we are going to read the news about the SU summit, what world is saying about it. So, first news we will read about from the CNN. China Z rolls out the red carpet for Putin and Modi Trump. Modi as a Trump appends global relations. Autocrats, populist friends, and foes strongmen waging a war in Europe, and the leader of the world's biggest democracy will all be hosted by Chinese leader Xi Jinping this weekend at the summit designed to showcase Beijing as a global leader capable of providing a counterweight to Western institutions. Heads of state and delegations from across Asia and Middle East will meet from Sunday in Chinese port city of Tianjin for the two-day summit of the Shanghai Cooperation SCO, a regional security grouping that has emerged as a counter cornerstone of Xi and Russian President Vladimir Putin's drive to rebalance global power in their favor. Chinese officials have billed the summit as the CSCO's largest yet, with diplomacy and pageantry setting the state of Xi to tout his country as a stable and powerful alternative leader at a time when the world's leading superpower, the United States under President Donald Trump is shaking up its alliances and waging a global trade war. The gathering also comes days ahead of major military parade in Beijing that will offer different message that of China's rapidly developing military might and draw autocrats like North Korea's Kim Jong Un and Myanmar's Min Aung Hlaing alongside Putin. Russia-friendly European leaders Alexander Vucic of Serbia's Slovakia's Robert Fico. The summit also gives Russia Putin some international spotlight just 2 weeks after his Alaska summit with Trump, and as he continues to ignore international pressure to end his onslaught in Ukraine. Earlier this week, Russia's forces carried out the second biggest aerial attack since its full scale invasion of its neighbor. Putin, who arrived to red carpet welcome in Tianjin on Sunday local time, praised the China-Russia partnership ahead of his trip as a stabilizing force for the world. In a written interview for Chinese state news agency Xinhua, he said, "They were united in our vision of building a just multipolar world order and illusion to two countries efforts to revise what they see as a US-led world order unfairly staked against them. SU members, which include China, Russia, India, Iran, Pakistan, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, preside over vast swaths of global energy reserves and govern some 40% of the global population. Leaders, including Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, have arrived in Tianjin, and Xi has been holding a flurry of bilateral meetings with his guests since Saturday. Architect and host, the guests at the summit have national rivalries between them and vast differences in political systems. And while his while this has sparked criticism of group as too desperate to be effective, it also may serve to underscore Xi's message. Beijing wants to signal that China is an indispensable convener in Eurasia capable of seating rebels at the same table and translating great power competition into managed interdependence, said Rabia Akhtar, director of Center for Security Strategy and Policy Research at University of Lahore in Pakistan. Optics are straightforward. China is not just participant in regional order making; it is a primary architect and host. Modi's attendance at the gathering also adds heft to Xi's guest list. Indian Prime Minister skipped last year's summit in Kazakhstan. Now he has arrived in Tianjin against a backdrop of sourcing relations with Washington and as Beijing and New Delhi have moved to ease their own frictions, a nascent realignment that could imperial US efforts to cultivate India as a counterweight against rising China. Delegations are also expected from SEO's 16 official partner observer countries, which include Cambodia, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, as well as NATO member Turkey, along others, Chinese officials said ahead of the gatherings. Beijing additionally invited a handful of Southeast Asian leaders. General, UN Security General Antonio Guterres is also expected to attend. Across the city of Tianjin, banners in English, Russian, Chinese heralding the gathering lined highways. Officials heavily restricted tariff in the city center as Chinese leaders welcomed their guests with ceremony and pomp typical of Chinese diplomacy at the highest level. The location has pointed symbolism of China for China as a port that was forced open by colonial powers in 19th century, with those from Europe and Imperial Japan receiving land concessions and key city occupied by Japan during World War II. Some guests, including Putin, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian, and Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, are slated to stay for military parade in Beijing, where the ruling Communist Party will show off its military might and play up its role fighting Imperial Japan as part of the Allied forces in World War II, as the globe marks 80 years since the end of the war. Okay, apart from this, we will read news from the Hindu. PM Modi in China. The Hindu writes India is committed to taking forward its ties with China based on mutual trust, respect, and sensitivity. Prime Minister Narendra Modi told Chinese President Xi Jinping as the two leaders held wide ranging talks to reset the bilateral relations. Prime Minister noted that there is a peace stability along the border following last year's disengagement process, adding the direct flights between the two countries are being resumed. Its opening In his opening remarks during delegation level talks with PM Narendra Modi. Chinese President Xi Jinping said the world is going towards transformation. China and India are two of the most civilizational countries. We are the most we are the we are the world's two most populous countries and part of the global south. It is vital to be friends of good neighbor and the dragon and elephant come together. 20 foreign minister 20 foreign leaders are attending the SCO Plus summit being organized by China, which is this year's rotating chair of 10 member bloc comprising Russia, India, Iran, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Belarus, and China. Another news is from Times of India. So the Times of India and the Times of India, it is live news. So we will read some of the paragraphs. Okay, PM Modi said, it's news from 1544. Right choice for India, China to be friends. PM Modi is committed to taking ties forward. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday said the cooperation between India and China will pave the way for welfare of the entire humanity. During bilateral talks with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping, PM Modi, Chinese President welcomed positive momentum between both nations. Okay, another news from Mint. Mint is writing beginning today. Today, Sunday, August 31st, Tianjin, the port city of China, will welcome 20 world leaders, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russia's Vladimir Putin, for 25th 25th SU summit held under theme promoting the Shanghai spirit. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi are among over 20 world leaders set to attend the Shanghai Cooperation Summit, which will begin on Sunday and conclude on Monday. Chinese President Xi Jinping had talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on sidelines of SU Summit. This marks PM Modi's first visit to China in 7 years to attend two-day SU Summit, brings which brings together leaders from Russia, Central Asia, South and Southeast Asia, West Asia, showcasing the solidarity of global South. SU summit comes at a time when US President Donald Trump has levied 50% tariffs on Indian goods, according to the market experts. The summit is good news for investors and Trump tariffs row. The 2025 SU summit in Tianjin comes at a critical juncture for India's capital market as Donald Trump's steep 50% tariff package on Indian exports has shaken investors' confidence and raised fears of prolonged trade friction with the US for India, which has enjoyed steady API inflows and resilience in equity indices. The tariffs pose a dual challenge: weaker export competitiveness and the risk of the wider current account balance. The summit pushed towards strengthening Russia, India, China, RIC access and promoting our bloc currency trade through the ruble renminbi signals strategic hedge against US pressure, but investors remain cautious, said Seema Srivastava. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel so that you can get the notification as soon as I upload the video.